9:16 a.m. Tuesday, November the 5th, 2019. They'll be voting all over America today. So get out if you must and if you will and place your vote. Now, I want to say something about this. I am still sitting in Whole Foods grocery store, and I want them to check. I want them to check down there in the state of Georgia, where I have registered to vote, who's using mine. And they're supposed to have stopped them from doing it. But you really need to check, because this has really been held hostage outside. But the fact still remains, I want the real President of the United States of America. I'm not stopped working for America. I'm not stopped doing for my own self. And again, it's not right. And it has to be made right as it pertains to the banks. You think it's okay for them to be in my voice like this? It's not okay, because that's not my way my voice really sounds. That is security broken at the highest level in the real world gun. Now, I'm not sure how many people are familiar with the real world gun, but it's real. It is computer chips that can make you be like a robot. It's computer chips, even in our eyes, that can play your whole life back to you. Shut you down like dead. People do all kinds of things to your body and then turn you back in. A lot of it's not health from family history. It's abuse and attempting to murder. Medical murders. Not needed dialysis ever. None of them. Never needed any blood pressure. It's poisoning. It's like this, that reporter. Dr. Charles Sutton's office. He was said to be Marilyn Hickey's daughter or either George Myers' daughter. She was a doctor after Dr. Sutton, Charles Sutton supposedly had died. She was in the office on Lee Street in Richmond, Virginia. Her and Charles Sutton Jr. The prescription for my mother, overdose of potassium, shut the heart down. Heart attack. Would never have been without it. Mother's been held hostage since 1994. Funeral October 8th, 1994. Same day as LaWanda Cherry's birthday. Is that LaWanda or one of those Cherries? And that is not even her real last name. It's Jones. And they're ozone, because they should have made it right by now. All those people changing and doing all that they do, you should have made it right. So you can't go in there and steal out of my identity and then act, we don't want to know Miss Sister Jones that way. It's okay. But you can't keep living off of what's Sister Jones. That's what I'm saying to them, and needs to get dealt with right away. Because Northern Suffolk Life Credit Union belonged to me, and they couldn't change it over to become a bank without me. The largest amount of money in it, both ways, in my personal account that registered over $300 million, and then in the monies that you money laundered through to even have the credit union. Out of the machine, out of other sources that were my inheritance and not theirs. See, those $1 million checks came every month. They did not belong to John Cherry Sr. nor to. Don't want to be called Junior, because he's really not no junior. And they failed. He came out of my mother, Lily Bell Jones, and they stole them all out. And he did not clear for a gun. He didn't clear for a gun. No wonder came out of my sister-in-law, Brenda, his niece. Y'all are too defeated. You're not responding, and I want the law to do the law. Because I'm tired of sitting here. I've done great things. I've earned the President of the United States of America real votes. I earned my doctorate. Not just called that. Didn't buy that. I earned it. Earned all my honors. The real World Cup. You can't take that from me. No, let's wait. What are you waiting for? I won. You've been in a contest with us in our lives and we didn't even know it and we still won. We were honest, y'all dishonest. We still won. And you need to stop the people from murdering. My family, how can you put my mother in the refrigerator in this grocery store? How can you put my sister in the refrigerator in this grocery store? My brother, my father, other people that came to take them out? I'll just shut you in and you would there. Come on, people. And look how ugly this looks. This looks ugly. I'll tell you to go back and look at my picture with me with the, that's any of them. I'm telling you, the angel photos. And look at this look, and look at that. And look at that look. Orange short set on in Miami. Look at this face. Look at these eyes, look at these lips. Look at his nose. You allow these people to abuse us every day. Oh, stupid white girls coming here, sticking your neck, sticking your nose, and stuck these lips, me, and stuck your nose, me. She done just tried to take out your eyeball, and you can't, these don't just pop out. And she don't have that thing. Come on, people. That psychopath sitting up over there on the stoop, he belongs to Larry Jones. Larry Jones was sitting over there earlier, put bugs down my blouse. I got one spider out right away. You people have faith. Real Larry Jones out of Haiti, stealing and killing. And his whole family. Ain't trained the children nothing. And Mr. Larry, that lived next door on Northumberland, is one of his sons that's really a girl. And he really a girl too. Mr. Larry, he got locked up in Japan before, trying to deposit one of the $1 million checks. They used to come in my mail that they stole out every month. I never received one in the mail. They stole them out every month. 2612 Northumberland Avenue. And they live 2616. The big house is 16. The lot in the middle with the fountain is 2614. So that used to be a Dr. Barner's house. 26 rooms. Big old house they live in. Ma was there as a student. I don't know whether legally here or illegally here, Vietnamese. There's a member of them. And they may be even something some of them had. Larry Jones himself, or even Mr. Larry, because he's a girl, and they have failed. Madeline, Madison, I told you, get their ears. Because some of them was over there in the married to Harry too, and William too. Prince William, Prince Harry. Playing a game, Kate Spade, and there was all those children he had. Madeline, Madison, same months. Those two daughters he introduced me to when they were only like 3 and 4, or 2 and 3, back then on Northumberland Avenue. You need to get them dealt with, because Patsy Ramsey, same 9 months as Mr. Larry, they're robbing me in Bank of America through organized crime. They stole in my daughter's account, Melissa Renee Jones, and my son's account, Philip Stephen Jones, Central Fidelity. I opened it, and now it's Wells Fargo. They hid mortgages that belong to me in that account, in both of their accounts. That is still my money, and I told them don't touch it. I gave them $6 million to get it out of my other account. Because those people belong arrested. They brought up all the countrywide notes with my money. So that means I own all the notes, does it not? And then with the church scams, Daniel Robinson and Mount Gilead and all those, they continue to steal, and you allow them to buy up notes, and then the members pay them their mortgage to them. Their mortgage to them. And some rebelled and didn't pay nothing. So wonder how you can have that formally in a court of law judge without charging them for stealing down $10 million of my dollars and buying up members' house notes. And murder. Mortgage electronic registration. Those thieves have accounts. And you now no longer pay yours at the bank anymore, but you have to wire it. You have to wire your payment now. And they gave you a new account number. And that account number belongs to some thief, like Daniel Robinson, Blair Underwood, some of those others that stole in and brought up the mortgages. And even you, John Cherry, I thought they said you tried to get my brother to pay his mortgage to you. I said, no, put it back in the bank. It was way back there, 2006, 2007. I don't need you to do that. I told them to pay off my sister's mortgage at 2708 Robin Glen Drive. And they did, and she owns it, and I own it with her because you keep trying to steal it from her. My money paid it off. 2708 Robin Glen Drive, Charlotte, North Carolina. You had no right to shut down the phone. You had no right to allow people to go in and use that gun capability. Mr. Combs, Mr. Poole, all of you. Bunch of niggas out their minds, stealing and killing. Something has to be done right away. Just like you knocked down the church on Germantown Avenue, New Inspiration, you knocked down the real great building that was better than the little one still standing on the corner, where you done stuck 4100 up on. And that's a historic landmark that should have never come down. But that's what you keep doing. Just like even at 5th and Jackson. I said, if you could knock down 5th Street Baptist Church, property I own, and put that building there, you can go on and knock down St. John Church over there, over in Churchill. Because nothing means anything anymore. Because real history, that's truth. You keep trying to knock down and erase, but you can't erase it. You become a murderer. We already know you're a thief. And some of you, we already know you're a murderer. Something have to happen. It's a murderer to Sheila. Sheila Holden, been hostage all those years. They done finally murdered my Uncle Thelma, my Uncle Holden. This is not that day. It is not that day. We are not there with that. They keep bringing people in this city from different places. A lot of them, Bahamas, Haiti, different places. We're not, it's not that way, people. We are really limiting homelessness. When people stand up, anybody hungry? No. There's 50,000 people? No. Thank you. There's another 50,000 people? No. 3,000 people hungry? No. They're traveling around. I tell you, it's terrorism. And some learn to plant bombs. They look through people's eyes. There's a boy named Malvo and Malvo, and I forget the other boy's name. Columbine. Those ones and that bombing, high school bombing. They found to be Americans because I've seen them in Richmond, Virginia, working in a little corner store next to the convention center. And we are in harm's way, and I am tired of y'all. Because when I go in that little store, the bomb alarm goes off. Right there on Broad Street. And matter of fact, that's the same block that the street opened up one time. What was that? Mini bum underneath the surface. They had that here last year too. Just looked like just split in half. Sir, did you want me all the way down? Now who is that threatening me to blow up the whole block if they couldn't stay in that store? Because I want them to move out of that store. Because that was not what I said. I own the property, and that was not what I wanted. I wanted that little mini mall to stay there. And then I called Rim threatened, or Johnny, whatever he is, I call them all Asian, threatened to blow up the whole block. Already messed up all the water in the city. I blow up the whole block. If you can't stay right there, I pay my rent to Wilder. Your rent to Wilder? Come on, people. Let's get this straight. Because you're mutilating. You cut body parts.